Hello, Dr. Driska. This is our assignment for Geography of U.S. and Canada. My name is Sam Arena, and I am a sophomore.
And my name is Nolan. I'm also a sophomore.
One thing I've learned here in this Geography of U.S. and Canada class is chain migration. Chain migration is the flow of people the flow of people that follows a route made by earlier migrants from the same origin to the same destination. What have you learned, Nolan Germany?
Something that really interested me was how in the bypassed east, the whole debacle with them overfishing and how that just affected their entire economy and even went further than that to now, like, people don't even want to live there. It's just older people who've lived there their entire lives, and all of the younger people are leaving. And that sort of all stems just from that one overfishing issue.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I thought that was pretty cool too. Another thing I learned that doesn't get talked about enough, I feel like, is the pull and push factors. The pull factors are what brings people into a destination, and the push factors are what pushes people away, drives people away. Like for instance, Shippensburg, some people don't like the wind in the valley or the smell, so that would be a push factor.
Speaking of wind, another thing that I really enjoyed learning about was just the entire section about Appalachia. I already knew a good bit about that, just from high school, I guess. But that entire region has always been really interesting to me, and sort of just how it went from being like an economic powerhouse, specifically just for like manual labor jobs and coal, whatnot, to where it is now. And I guess that sort of transformation just always really interested me, which is why I had a great time learning about it.
I guess a third thing you could say that I really took in from this class was like the identity of regions or places. This changed the way I think about the U.S. and Canada, because now I can understand specific regions' past and history and their identity. It's helped me like appreciate different places because the identity allows me to learn more about them. Like Shippensburg has its own identity. Places in Canada have their own identity. It's just a different way of looking at certain places.
So I really found I can't remember the correct name for it, but that sort of like French Revolution in Canada. I had no idea that happened, and like analyzing that and analyzing everything that went into that and how much of an effect that had on Canada's identity, economy, population, almost Canada just as a whole, how much that entire revolution had an effect on that was really interesting, especially the example with the sports teams where like the Expos from Montreal, they're not there anymore, but Toronto still has all of their sports teams.
Raptors.
And yeah, I guess just how Toronto ended up winning, if that makes sense.
This wind is insane. To reflect on this class, I've had a very enjoyable experience, and I can positively say that I've enjoyed my experience in this class. The videos and the pictures and all the interactive lessons we had really made me enjoy coming to class. The material from this course and things I've learned, like I can use in my own real life now, because now I don't just think of a place's name, like I can go into depth about its identity, its history, and now I know more about not just the U.S. but Canada as well.
Am I just summarizing what I learned, or is it?
How do you feel about the class? How was the class to you? What did you?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I mean, he already hit on a lot of things that also apply to me. I already had a good bit of background knowledge about the U.S., but I definitely learned a lot more about Canada, which I wasn't really that strong on.
Right.
It's constructive criticism too, right?
Yeah, say what you feel.
I thought that everything in the class worked as planned, but
yeah, Dr. Griska, you rock. Class was awesome. We enjoyed it, and this was our final video assignment 4.